Hi, it's Eric Lee with Starfish Coaching. My Choose Positive Mindset Challenge tip number 25 is listen to understand, not to reply. Good listening skills is very important in life. Whether you're a parent to a child or a coach to a team or an entrepreneur out there doing business with clients and networking with prospects, good listening skills is super important because people want to know that you care. People are inspired, people follow, people do business with people who they feel care for them. And that's what good listening does. A lot of us, the problem is that when we talk to people, we listen to reply, but we don't listen to understand. And what that means is, as you're listening to someone, you're talking, you're having a conversation, but really before that other person's finished, you're formulating already in your response how you want to respond, right? And that takes you out of that moment. It doesn't give 100% attention to that other person. And if you are really trying to understand what they're going through or what they're saying, you need that 100% attention. So if you're not listening to understand and you don't fully understand what the situation is on their side, from their perspective, how can you fully serve them? How can you bring value to that conversation if you're distracted? And that's what good listening is. So some tips for good listening. One, don't interrupt the person. So wait until they're finished, wait until they finish their thought and their conversation, and then formulate your response. A lot of us, what we do is as we're listening, we're distracted, whether it's we're thinking about that next appointment or the deadline we have coming up in the afternoon, whatever that is, that takes us out of that 100% attention. So we're distracted. Give 100% attention to the person. And then also what we do is before they finish, we are listening, but we're thinking in our head, okay, how do I respond to this? Oh, okay, I can say this or that. And we're building up our response rate, but then that means that we're not 100% there with them, trying to understand what they're going through. So a tip I can offer you is force yourself to repeat what they said. That does two things. One, it puts you into this habit of always remembering that, oh, right, I have to repeat what I heard, so therefore I'm going to pay more attention. It's a nice little force that you can inflict on yourself to force you to listen to the other person. The second thing that it does is it acknowledges the other person. It makes them feel like you care because you're repeating what they said. And it could be something like this. After the conversation is done or after they are done their part, you say, let me repeat what I heard. You wanted this, this, and this. Or what I heard is this, this, and this. Just that little bit acknowledges that you've been listening, that you care. And what's very cool is in that repeating, it allows your brain the time and space to formulate your response. Therefore, you don't need to pre-think your response while they're talking. Wait until they're done. And this little repeating part gives you that time and space to think about your response, and therefore really making them feel present. And that's really the key. You're trying to add value to that conversation, add value to them. So you really need to be present to fully understand so that you can offer that 100% value.